Well, the 20th annual Verna May Janzen music competition took place on this very stage just a short time ago. The competition is hosted by Canadian Mennonite University and features all of the incredible students who study music here, both as a degree and beyond. I'm joined by the winner of the 20th annual Verna May Janzen music competition, Soprano Julia Norris. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
How did that feel when you were announced as the winner?
It felt totally surreal. Like, I really didn't, I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I was just so honored to be in the competition. So it just felt like totally surreal. I was so excited and so honored, and yeah.
So I talk about these students who don't necessarily study music as a degree. You actually, I understand, are a psychology student. What makes you want to pursue voice studies on top of what I'm sure is an already quite demanding university schedule?
Well, I just love it so much. And also, I originally wanted to start studying voice because I wanted to improve for worship leading at church.
Aww.
So because of that, I just wanted to feel more comfortable singing. So that was like really the only reason that I wanted to join. But then I just started loving it so much. And it's such a wonderful way to like express myself, and also the community here at CMU and the music community is just wonderful. So yeah, I just love it.
I was going to ask about that because like, it is so different studying music in this place than it is at maybe a larger institution. What is it like to be a part of this musical community here at CMU for you?
It's just wonderful. It feels like such a warm, welcoming, inviting community. Like our recitals on Wednesday mornings, like everybody is just supporting each other and like loving on each other. It's just really nice and happy. And yeah, even like in the competition, like all of the, everybody who was competing in the competition, we all really just kind of came together, and it was just like a really lovely thing to be a part of. Everybody's very close with each other and supports one another.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now there is something within that sort of community when there's all of a sudden a competition, because you know everybody and you are simultaneously cheering for your friends and you want them to do well, but also you kind of want the thing for yourself. You know, what is it like to be in that sort of a balance between those kind of two worlds? Or maybe I'm saying something that doesn't even exist. Was there ever any of that sort of, oh, I'm gonna win and you're not kind of thing?
I mean, as a psychology student, I was really not like, I don't think I was really in like the most of the like competitiveness of it, but like I was really excited, and I was like people would say like, oh, like I want you to win. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, thank you. But like I was just really here just to have fun, and like I had like my little performance goals, and I just wanted to like do well and enjoy it, and like my friends and my family came to watch me, and that was like, yeah, so it was just wonderful, just like, yeah, the performance.
Tell me a bit about the pieces that you performed, and maybe what you were hoping to say in your performance with these, I understand, 4 pieces that captured you the competition win.
Yeah, well, I sang 4 pieces. So my first piece was Die Weihnacht. It's a German piece, and it's very sad, very melancholic. And then my next piece was El Majo Discreto, which is a Spanish piece, and it's the totally opposite vibe. So it was like super sassy, like I was like running around the stage, like doing little sassy things, and that was like very fun for me. And then the next one was Nuit d'Étoiles, which is by Canadian composer Jeff Smallman, and it's very happy. It's a love poem, and yeah, just totally different. And then the last one was On the Steps of the Palace from Into the Woods, Cinderella. Wow. And that one is just so fun to perform. So they're all very different, and so I wanted to kind of show all of the different ranges and different sorts of emotions that I could portray. And yeah, so
that's a wide range of things, from contemporary classical to Stephen Sondheim to German lied. How do you stay focused on maintaining that sort of sound throughout a program like that, because it is so different and requires so many different skills?
It takes a lot of intentional practice, like going through like specifically different like mixes of my voice, because like in my German song I have a couple of like B flat below the middle C and like that sort of thing, so that's like a much different sort of note and quality than singing like the high A at the end of the Spanish song, that sort of thing. So it's kind of just like practicing, like making sure I'm practicing the whole range, and then also like what I need for each specific song, if that makes sense. And then also I find for me a lot of the like the differences in the voice really come from the character in the different song. That really like brings out what like I find that my vocal technique is like easier when I'm in the character, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, we've touched on this a couple times. You're studying psychology. What do you bring from your psychology studies into a competition environment to help give you maybe a competitive edge?
That's an interesting, I don't know. Well,
maybe we can rephrase it to this way. What are you bringing into your performance practice as a psychology student that you then are able to take as you are standing on stage saying, okay, this is what I'm thinking and feeling, here's how I can sort of balance those kind of things out with tools I've learned in class and then contribute to my performance?
Okay, yes. The one thing that I think about all of the time, this is a little bit nerdy, but it's like the polyvagal theory of emotion. So when you take like 3 deep breaths, you're activating your vagus nerve, which is like bringing you into ventral vagal, what they call it. And that's basically like when you're very like happy, you're like calm and relaxed. So I'm just like always thinking, I'm like, okay, ventral vagal, like gotta like get in ventral vagal before I go up on the stage. So I'm just like breathing and like practicing my breathing, and also like just what I've learned about like the breath and like calming down like the nervous system really helps when I'm like anxious on stage, because I do get nervous. So I get up here, I'm like, okay, I have to breathe, I have to like and then it goes a lot better.
That's so sweet. That's so great that you have this like extra sort of tool. And again, this is something that I'm sure at a smaller university like this, where you're actually sort of encouraged to be a part of kind of 2 different streams of study, 2 different sort of worlds, if you will. That really does have that sort of multifaceted approach to becoming a more well-rounded performer. Oh, that's so special. Any plans now to combine your 2 study passions of music and psychology going forward from your big win?
Well, sort of my dream job would be to do something like halftime that's like very psychology focused, and then halftime something that's more music focused. So like I said, I'm involved with worship leading at my church. So like I feel like my sort of dream job would be to like worship lead, like pastor at a church, and then half like psychology, like therapy, or like be a psychologist. I don't know. There's so many options.
There's so many.
Yeah, but I always want music to be a big part of my life. So.
Wonderful. Well, your church is very lucky to have you. CMU is very lucky to have you. Julia, congratulations on your win in this competition. Thanks for joining me here on Classic 107.
Thank you so much.